You are listening to Dudes at 4 a.m. podcast, episode 2, brought to you by a few dudes and copious amounts of caffeine.
Show me the meaning of being lonely. Is this the feeling I need to walk with?
Welcome back. This is the Dudes at 4 a.m. podcast. Again, I am Erin. We are recording episode 2. Joining me again for the second week is Alex.
What's up?
And of course, Brian.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
I'm gonna take it from here, Erin, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
So if you noticed, I don't know if it's gonna sound weird or not, but we're trying for the first time our podcast over Skype. So bear with us if you hear any weird things over the video. We're sorry.
Yeah. I don't use Skype at all, so my bad if we screw up.
I'm just glad I'm not Uvu. Like, Uvu's trolling me. Group chat with video.
Well, yeah, I mean, we could do Uvu, where we'd see each other's faces and talk about how much we're trolling each other.
That'd be too distracting.
It would be too distracting, I'm sure.
But we're just some crazy broke college kids.
I think we're gonna talk about the semester's rolling around, because that's actually why we're doing this over Skype chat, because UVA, where Erin goes, started a week earlier than where me and Alex go, George Mason.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we start class on Tuesday. That's like 2 days from now. So yeah, I'm back in Charlottesville, away from my main boys over there. So yeah, it's kind of scary, man. I don't know about you, but the anxiety is killing me.
I'm just tripping. You just got an extra day. What is this? Early Labor Day? Why Tuesday?
But I mean, at this point, you're a third year, so you're good to go. I feel like it's just every school year that comes along, you got that anxiety about how your classes are going to be. But when you get into the group, you roll. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, I mean, it's just that initial edge you have to look down to.
Sounds good.
But I mean, speaking of which, that means you moved in a week ago, and you were telling me a story about how you moved in, right? I think our listeners are going to hear about that.
You sure you want to hear about that?
I want to hear about it.
The last podcast, we were, for the most part, in it for the funnies. But, well, let's face it, we're always going to try and be funny. But let's get a little bit more serious about a tough day that you had, apparently.
Oh, yeah, this is completely serious, guys. For everyone listening, this is serious. I coming to move in, expect things to go smooth sailing. Excited about my new apartment and stuff. And, man, I walk in and the next morning, pretty much the whole place was flooded. I mean, the carpet was soaked. It was pretty bad.
Dude,
I was
sucks.
I was devastated because you're like decided to move everything. My dad and I were gonna go into Charlottesville, leave in like a day, and we ended up staying there for like 3-4 days. It was terrible.
I have to say one thing though, I haven't absolutely met any person who doesn't hate the feeling of wet socks. And for a floor to be flooded, which can only mean you're going to have wet socks.
Wet socks. Yeah.
It is the worst. It is,
yeah. And the whole day was just, downhill from there. And to put the cherry on top, man, I was on the internet, late at night, and I found out for the first time that my girl, Emma Watson, has a boyfriend now. She was kissing some dude.
Yeah, man.
She broke my heart, man. I was so devastated.
I can feel the pain in your voice, man.
I know, man. It was a tough night. I stayed up late. I was by myself, just on the net, trying to get my mind off things.
You're just trying to mind your own business, and then life decided to pile it on, and then throw the cherry on top.
Life is trolling. Yeah, I mean, it's been like this for a while, but I'm getting a serious shaft right now.
We've all had those tough days. It's pretty relatable, but
losing Emma Watson, that's a big one. That's a big one.
It is.
I mean, I feel as though the thing is that everybody has celebrity crushes, right?
What guy doesn't? You gotta tell some girl it's probably lying.
I mean, not even guys. It's just what girl doesn't. What person?
Oh, girls definitely, yeah.
Although all the girl celebrity crushes are probably the same.
Yeah, they are the same. I checked.
Yeah.
We guys understand, who the hot celebrities are, Because it's like for guys, we aspire to be, the Brad Pitts and the Ryan Reynolds and so on.
Well, we know Erin's number one girl is Emma Watson. How about Alex here? You?
Oh goodness, I had a discussion with Erin. He mentioned Victoria Justice, and then I swooped in saying he couldn't have her because I called her like 2 years ago. But I grew up, and I've moved on to Jessica Alba.
Oh, you're a big man now.
Tie my own shoes. How about you, Brian?
Even though she's married and like 7 years older than me, always marry Elizabeth Winstead. And if you know who she is, she played Ramona Flowers in Scott Pilgrim. But that's not the only reason I like her. I like her way back.
Same for me, Jessica Alba. I don't care if she's married. She's coming back.
Just for the record, I totally even watched Sky High just for Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Oh, that's a good movie, though.
It was.
Not terrible.
It's not, yeah, there you go. It's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
But yeah, man, I mean, don't you just wish, somehow we could take our celebrity crushes away? Just...
I mean,
You want to take young Neil away from Emma Watson?
Young Neil, the douche, okay?
well, here's the thing. We're gonna throw some things out there because we here at the lab as the dudes at 4 a.m. For our listeners, let's say we don't condone these actions per se, but we were thinking of ideas of how to get these celebrity crushes into us.
Oh yeah, we've been thinking hard. Yeah, we want to help you get these celebrity crushes.
Not that we encourage any illegal action. Just saying.
Right.
But you do what you gotta do for love.
Hey, all is fair in love and war.
I guess we mentioned that last time, didn't we, guys?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and throw out the list for us here, if you guys don't mind. So, our first option of our 5 that we have listed here for getting your celebrity crush into you. So, our first one is if you're a social networker and you've got a Twitter, how about you do a Twitter petition to break them up?
Oh, that's beautiful. That sounds good.
I'm out of this one, guys. I refuse to get a Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, any and all of my one fans not getting a Twitter.
Alex refuses to get a Twitter for some reason or another.
It just seems so useless to me if I have a Facebook.
He just likes to they boycott certain programs and social networks. Like he refuses to get an Uvu, like it's the biggest deal in the world.
It just seems like a waste if I have a Skype.
You'll get one soon enough. I promise you.
I will resist. Okay, back to the petition.
Yeah, well,
Man, it sounds like a good idea.
I mean, some of these celebrities have thousands and thousands of followers. You get a Twitter petition of other guys who have celebrity crushes on her, and then get that petition going. Maybe you'll get lucky. And your celebrity's like, oh my god, I guess she thinks, or my fans think that this guy's actually really bad for me.
Oh yeah, and you get that hashtag going, and it's all about tabloids, man. I mean, whatever the media says will blow things up, and you never know what will happen.
I want the hashtag to be like they had the hashtag she's too young for you. Maybe it has to be Erin's the right one for you.
If you could get something like that trending, that would be...
That would be beast. It's practical. I've seen things longer. Not that I have a Twitter.
On that point, we have to say good luck to you, because you have to somehow get your hashtag to blow up.
Yeah, you better have lots of friends to help you with that.
Or a certain podcast that could totally blow up.
We're some dudes at 4 a.m. trying to get our stuff to become huge right now. So subscribe, follow us on Twitter if we're listed on Twitter, if we're going to list that, and tell your mom, too.
Yeah.
Ask your mom before you use the computer, please.
Stay safe, yeah.
Get permission. All right, who's next? You got one, Alex? You got an idea?
All right, we got number 2 here. For those of you who are artistically inclined with a computer, you can Photoshop pictures of your celebrity crush cheating.
Of course, not of your celebrity crush, but rather of your celebrity crush or your significant other. Oh no, actually,
it could go both ways. I think.
Yeah, it could go both ways. Okay.
But you don't want the celebrity to find out it was you who did that. Of course, you want to take some back routes and blow it up on the net.
Best case scenario: Photoshop pictures of yourself with these other women, photoshopped or not. Get them jealous. They'll happen.
Play the jealousy card.
Play this game. It's crazy, stupid love.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, of course, for some reason, we're now in a 90s sitcom trying to get the other person jealous to notice us.
90s sitcom. I saw the thing yesterday.
and don't make sure the photoshopping, if they're going to have them cheating, make it realistic. You don't want a young girl like Emma Watson or like Miley Cyrus cheating on her boyfriend with like Brad Pitt. You know, that's not realistic, right? Stick to the ages.
I mean, yeah. Or you could make it completely ridiculous. No, don't make it completely ridiculous.
Use the right tones and filters.
Yeah.
Put that finish on there.
It's for our extra artistically inclined people.
If there are hearts in your eyes, I think that's okay. Because you want to make them jealous. I'm just saying.
Scott Pilgrim style, right?
I was thinking more Looney Tunes, but I like your way of thinking.
All right, you ready to move on to the next one? I think I got one.
I think you're listening to the next one, Aaron.
Yeah, all right. So here we go. Find out, get some information on your celebrity. Find out their worst fear, right? Try to get them in their worst fear, and then be one of those random passerbys to save them from that situation. You know, say Emma Watson, you know, doesn't like heights or whatever. Just climbing in the Empire State Building just to visit. Just going over the edge, grab her, save her from the edge. You know, whatever works.
I like it.
Maybe she's gonna fall off the railing. Who knows?
Yeah, try and avoid risking any lives in the process.
The funny thing about that tip probably works on more than just a celebrity crush. That tip can work on many crushes, I believe.
Yeah, actually, I think we'll have a couple of bonuses for regular crushes, but right now we're still talking about celebrity crushes. But that one's fairly simple. I'll let Alex take the next one because I kind of want to talk about the last one.
Our fourth one is hire an assassin to take out the significant other, and then the next three of your celebrity crush.
Right. The next three on their
This
list.
one's a little bit tricky because it involves some business.
I mean, maybe if you know some people that rob some people, you know.
Yeah.
Or you watch any movie in the past 10 years, you'll know someone.
I feel like there's enough media that people who have learned how to hire an assassin. You know.
Hire the right assassins, guys. You want someone from like Ninja Gaiden. You don't want someone like Saw.
Can't leave a mess.
We're still not condoning violence. Just.
Oh no, definitely not.
No, definitely not.
But this tip is pro. So.
I mean, if you're with your bro assassins, just be like, say in passing, "Oh my God, Emma Watson with young Neil. I wish someone could help me who had knives."
Assassin's Creed. That's Assassin's Creed, man.
Yep.
That's what that game teaches you.
Yep.
We can track number 4 back to
Altair.
where you hire an assassin to threaten Emma Watson's life in the case of Erin, and then save him from the assassin because you hired him to do whatever anyways.
Oh, that is genius.
Pay the extra $50 to get that nut shot.
I like that. I like how this is flowing pretty well.
I mean, of course, that's been used in every other case, like ever. You always see it on the 90s sitcoms also.
Right, but this time it's gonna work.
Okay. I said how I wanted to talk about the last one, number 5 on our list, because let me just say this now. My favorite movie ever is the Back to the Future. It's definitely Back to the Future trilogy, my favorite trilogy ever. So this one's a little bit tricky.
Before you say, do you have a favorite film, just for record? If you had to choose out of the 3.
Out of the 3?
Yes.
It'd have to be number 1 or number 2.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure.
Personally, I'd just go number 2. I'm a fan of the future stuff, and
Number 2, yeah,
Number 2.
I could say number 2, but number 1 is what really started it all.
True.
Yeah, I like the authenticity of number 1. Anyway,
Our final method of breaking up a celebrity crush with their current significant other and getting yourself in there. Well, you're going to need a lot of tools for this one. First of all, you're going to need a DeLorean. Secondly, you're going to need to find the doc, and you're going to need to be able to dress like their current significant other. If you don't know where this is going, let's just say it involves a flux capacitor and 1.2 gigawatt. For those of you who haven't seen Back to the Future, basically...
exit this podcast and go watch it.
yeah, pause right now and watch the movie and come back.
Yeah,
We'll wait.
That would be a good idea. We're going to suggest time traveling, because this is a foolproof plan, because, you know, if you're time traveling, how can you not get the girl, right?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful, because you time travel back to before your celebrity and their significant other were dating. Then you jump in there before that dude or that girl gets in, and then you're the first one.
Foolproof.
Yeah, how could that go wrong? Like, really?
Although, what could go wrong is then suddenly you become jealous of yourself because you might think that you're not you, and then you think that significant other is actually somebody else dating Emma Watson.
Or your family's worst enemy comes back to get you.
What if you hire an assassin to kill yourself when you're the significant other?
Oh crap! Try to avoid time paradoxes like that.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Learn about the time-space continuum and get back to us and tell us if number 5 is good to go. Oh,
Yeah.
well,
We
actually,
want some tests.
if you find the time, you'll be able to tell you what's up, I'm sure.
In some crazy hullabaloo manner.
Great Scott.
Yeah. Probably some 3 tips just while you're going along in time travel. 1, don't meet yourself. 2, unless it's the person's celebrity crush, probably don't meet anyone else. It's probably going to be really weird to see an ex before he breaks up with you. And 3, don't damage your car. That thing's rented.
Definitely good on all fronts.
That sounds good. That's a good list.
That sounds pretty good. Just throwing out here one for bonus. The bonus for regular crushes. What you're going to need to be able to do is you're going to need to be able to draw. You're going to need to be able to grow facial hair, or if not facial hair, you're going to be able to need to grow your regular hair out really fast. So what you're going to do is you're going to get close to your crush as a friend, right? And then you're going to get really scraggly, learn to not hang out for them for a while, get really scraggly, get the beard going on if you can, or if the really bristly hair or whatever, get that. Try and look buff while naked, because this is essential to the plan, or half naked. Essential to
I kind of like the Old Spice guy.
Yeah, okay.
Old Spice guy, but more rugged.
Yeah, there you go.
So then what you got to do is you got to give yourself a couple of cuts with like a razor or something, some minor cuts. It's not going to be a big deal. Don't hurt yourself.
Just run through a bush. You'll be okay.
Yeah. And then you have to jump through the window of the crush and land and be all confused about what's going on about life and whatnot. And then you say, oh my God, tell me what day it is. And
Why? Why are you saying that?
she's going to want to know what's going on. And then you just tell her that she has to sleep with your current self, or she has to get together with your current self. Actually, we don't condone hooking up randomly and hitting and quitting. So,
But you know this girl.
You have to convince her to basically that you're the right one for her, and you roll from there. If not, there's going to be a post-apocalyptic future for you.
Yeah. Because the idea is you're from the future and you're crashing this person's house and telling them, if you don't do this, we're screwed.
Somewhere in there, you could probably mix up Great Scott.
I mean, it's pretty brilliant.
Hey, Aaron, I love you, but buddy.
Oh my God.
Yes, we'd have guessed.
Yeah, we got a bit of a random troll there, but Aaron's apparently got a huge fan, so.
Oh my God.
I'm glad I'm reaching someone out there.
You're going to have to send some autographs through the mail, Erin.
Sounds good.
Yeah, get ready for that fan mail coming. Yeah.
How about I crash through the windows of all my fans one by one?
I think they would love that.
Okay, there we go.
Ladies.
Yeah. Still working on that fan base, of course, though. So for right now, you can probably get away with jumping through the 2 or 3 windows that we have as fans.
2 or 3, yeah. That sounds good. That doesn't cost too much. But yeah, man, I mean, that's a good, those are good tips.
I think you're going to get her, man.
I don't know.
If you had to use one right now, what would you use for Emma Watson? Across the pond, you had to initiate a plan.
I like the assassin one. I like or maybe just trying to set up a situation on purpose so that she gets in trouble and then I'll be the one to save her. But while I'm doing that, I think I'm going to try to find the doc.
Finding the doc.
Yeah.
I feel like that plan is probably going to go the best, I would say.
Yeah.
Right.
Once you find it, the hardest part is finding the doc.
I mean, he's the best romantic I know, other than Brian. I mean, come on. Guy was on a train.
Other than me, really?
Yeah, I mean, my hope is that, Emma Watson and that guy, I don't even know his name, the guy who plays young Neil, I'm hoping that, they're just having some onset love, because they're doing that movie together, there's this, coming-of-age movie coming out soon.
Well, yeah, I mean, it could just be, let's hope for Erin's sake that it's just an onset romance.
Right. Be over within the month.
Hopefully it won't last.
But then, of course, if that happens, we have to go track down Emma Watson and get you a shot, somehow.
Yeah. We'll be full force on this, meet Emma Watson journey.
We'll turn it into a YouTube video. Dudes at 4 a.m. travel to go find Emma Watson.
I like that title. Actually, Erin, I have some heartbreaking news to share with you. after multiple Scott Pilgrim quizzes and some random comparisons and possibly a hair reference, I have been compared by many to young Neil. I'm sorry.
I think I have to kill you now.
Good thing I'm far away, man.
To everyone listening, I'm sorry, but it looks like Alex won't be joining us next week.
I wouldn't intentionally do that to you. It just, my doppelganger got out, right? So there's two things you gotta watch out for our fans, time travel and clones. So I'm sorry in advance if my clone happened to go across the pond and meet up with a one Emma Watson.
It's okay. I mean, I've been trying to think of. I don't know if you guys can help me, but I've been trying to think of a replacement anyway. I mean, just in case, you know.
Yeah, we can't have you moping, man.
I know. Yeah, I know, that's the worst part. I mean, Emma Watson always been the one, but I feel like I should have a backup just in case.
Just in case. Blake Lively.
Can you guys hear me? 'Cause I'm sorry about that. I had to duck out for a second.
Don't worry, Blake Lively will keep us company.
I did love her in Green.
I feel like she could be the one. She doesn't have your background as you do with Emma Watson or 7, 8 movies of Harry Potter and various other outlets. I don't know her that well, but I know you have grown accustomed to her face.
Well said. But isn't Blake Lively a little bit older? How old is she?
Well, with Mary Elizabeth Winstead, I know she's 27 currently, I believe. So.
And with Jessica Alba, I realized that her age is I don't care. And she's just beautiful.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, Bows.
Age is not a factor anymore. It's just that love connection.
Age is a factor when you're aiming downward.
Like, I sent her an email, right? And she sent back, "Thanks for being one of my fans. Much love, Jessica Alba." How sincere does that sound?
You sure that wasn't her, like, assistant? Or, like,
I'm pretty sure they would have said her assistant, Erin. Come on.
That wasn't the online equivalent of, like, a stamp.
All I know is that she cares. Otherwise, she wouldn't have replied.
Okay, Bows.
You think of that?
Well, we'll go on our celebrity quest sometime or another, I'm sure.
But right now, this is about Erin finding his new girl.
I mean, it's, you know, I don't know. Who's good? I mean...
Who's good?
I mean...
You know, my odds. You know, 1 in 1 million, 1 in 3 million.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Okay, well, maybe Aaron's just persistent. He's dead set on Miss Emma Watson.
Right.
Yeah, it almost hurts for me to let go of her.
I mean, maybe in this case, we just got to get Emma Watson to become a fan of Dudes at 4 a.m., and she'll just hear Aaron's love for her.
What are the odds of that happening?
That's option 6. We're putting that as option 6.
Okay, yeah. Create a podcast and then get your celebrity crush to be a fan of the podcast and pour out your love.
Right. Actually, since we're pretty dumbfounded on a suggestion, any viewers, you want to send Erin an email, or we have his Twitter on the last email, we'll put it on this podcast. Send him suggestions. You've seen Erin working his magic at the end of the first podcast. You know what he is. You know what he's giving you. You know his dance moves. Give him a suggestion. Hook your brother up.
I didn't know you were recording that time. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, I mean, if you guys, send us your celebrity crushes. Like, tell us, guys and girls. We want to hear girls too. If you have celebrity crushes, tell us. We're interested in knowing.
I want to see what hits like right now. I just don't want to see Justin Bieber like trending for girls.
Oh yeah.
What I'm definitely going to say though is we appreciate the fans and viewers we have now, but we definitely know like all of our views and subscribers, and we don't necessarily need some views and subscribers. We kind of just want feedback to know what you guys want to hear about.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why we want more views and subscribers, just because we want to know what to talk about from you guys, what you want to hear.
I agree. Yeah, totally agree.
Talk to us. We want to hear you.
Yeah, we can talk about anything. So that's not.
I mean, I guess we could try and talk about anything. But if any fan comes at us, tells us to talk about makeup, it's going to be a very short segment.
We're probably going to have some guest speakers on.
We'll replace ourselves with our moms at that point.
Yeah, we'll have to get some guest speakers.
Yeah.
That'd be a funny podcast. Not going to lie.
At 4 a.m., take a break. Go hand it off to some...
For ladies' night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty funny if we found girl equivalents of ourselves.
Next time.
Brian, I told you this clone business is not that good.
Finding girl equivalents of ourselves. I don't know. Good luck.
But you hear, don't you hear they always tell you, if you want to date someone, you have to be able to, like, want to date yourself. So, I mean, it's sort of the same thing.
This is getting way too creepy, man.
I don't think that's exactly what they mean, Erin. But what I do know is we're trying to shorten our podcast a little bit. So,
Right. Yeah, sorry, we're just trying to make this a little more short for you. I know an hour is a long time to sit through, but we had to get this out there. We had to get Erin's celebrity heartbreak out there.
Yeah, I just need to, be a little emotional this time. Maybe find some catharsis tonight,
maybe just him talking about it makes him feel better about the anxiety he's been having about school starting. So that's good.
Yeah, I agree. It has helped.
So, to each and every one of you who listens, you helped Erin get through his tough day.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate all you listeners.
Wrapping it up for today, guys.
Thanks everyone. I mean, we're about to, it's pretty late again, about to go to sleep, so again, this has been episode 2 of Dudes at 4 a.m. I am Erin.
I'm Brian.
What?
You are?
Yep.
Wait, you are? That's news.
It's the real Brian.
And this is the real Alex.
Bye, guys.
Tell me why I can't be there where you are. There's something missing in my heart.
What?
You are?
Yep.
Wait, you are? That's news.
He didn't pick it up.
Me.
I didn't pick it up. Anyways, bye, guys. It's the real Brian.
And this is the real Alex, not the clone.
No, that's a troll over there.